Hello everyone, Inditorias here, and today we're doing another episode of Red Support. So, I've been working on a bit of a project recently, and I was needing something to basically act like if I had a 9-card deck, and I'm drawing cards out of the deck. Let's use that as the analogy, right? Now, every time I draw the card out of the deck, I don't replace it. And that's what this thing is going to do here. So, right in this dropper here, we've got our 9 cards in the deck. And as long as this lever is on, whenever I push this button, we'll get a random output. So is that one there. And it won't come back in. So until I flick this lever, that output will never come out again. So that one was first. This one is going to be number 8. You just give it like one more push. So yeah, 2. So yeah, they're not coming back in. They're not going to give me outputs again until I do this. And you can see all the items come back and they're getting put back into the deck. Now, the way this works is I have an item filtration system right here with 9 items. And that will send out the redstone pulse. And on this side, got a nice little system. So the item comes down here, and there's a hopper. Let's see if I can actually do. I can probably get away with that. But there is a hopper right here, and that's facing into this dropper. And whenever the item goes through, it comes into the dropper, which is nothing here right now. And on the other side, you've got a comparator going to a torch. So let me hit this button a couple times real fast. Make sure I flip the lever so it doesn't do that. So yeah, now you can see there's some that are lit up, so some torches are off. And these torches are on top of this guy here. So what this is a very tiny AND gate. So if this torch is off, aka if this is on, and this line is also off, then this torch will go on, powering this repeater, powering the piston, pushing an observer down, which creates an observer clock. And this observer clock powers the packed ice directly above the dropper line. And as you can hear, powers off all of the droppers and sends all their items through. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to build one module for the sole purpose of every single one is an identical replica. And then all you need to do is have an input water stream, an output water stream, and then if you want to connect this up, say you have like a couple of these that you actually want off, I'm going to do something like that, or similar. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're going to build up a little bit. And this block right here is going to be the output block. So actually, let me grab some red wool to signify this is an output. And we're going to put this guy down one, put a repeater there. And then this is going to be the item sorter module, which is a shape like this, so you can take your screenshots. And repeater facing this way into a torch, and redstone dust like so. Comparator facing in. Then this hopper right here is going to be the item filtering hopper, so it's going to go in. And one more item will, actually not one item. And then we put in 2 items, it'll power off the torch, which will allow the hopper beneath it to pick up items. So then this next hopper will be facing into a dropper, which is going to be here. Let me come and grab the dropper. It's facing down. We have our hopper right beneath it. And we'll just use the redstone torch as the item for this one. And then from here, we're going to need a way to get items into this hopper. So we have our packed ice. You can also use blue ice if you're feeling fancy. And then some block that's transparent. Honey blocks. You can also use top slabs. Basically, the idea is you want something with a hitbox such that items can be in the two blocks simultaneously. That's important because back here, you're going to be sending your items in. This way, it's going to hit that block and align itself with the 1 pixel, which will allow the hopper to pick it up. So now, from here, we're going to build the circuit that's going to say, hey, this dropper has an item in it. So, first off, we're going to build... Actually, let me use a different color wool, just so this looks a little bit nicer for you guys. Build that. Put a comparator right there. Facing into a block. And I'm going to need a torch. And actually, let me first off get our observer here. And the other observer will wind up being there when the piston is powered. So I'm going to put it up here for the time being. I'm going to put another temporary block above this. Put our sticky piston facing down. Then I'm going to put block and repeater facing in. And then put another block on top of the torch with a torch on it, and then put a block on that torch. So the chain of powering will go, this repeater will sense, hey, there's an item in this dropper. Powering off this torch, powering on this torch, which will power on the repeater. And then just right over here, this repeater is going to be what locks it. So now if I have an item in the dropper, you can see that this line has activated, but because of this torch, powering the block, keeping this torch off. If I get rid of that, then it powers the piston, which pushes the observer down, which sends the items out of the dropper. So just stack this over as many times as you want. You can go up to 9 times with 1 dropper. And potentially in the future, I'll look into making a way to combine these. This guy right here, that output circuit, that may allow me to combine them to make an even larger one. So if you want to see me do that, definitely let me know. But I hope you've enjoyed this quick little video. This is just an idea I had recently. I was like, hey, I can't find anything on this. So here we are, and I'm quite proud of the results. It's very compact for me. Normally my redstone is not very compact. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.